Sure, I'm Todd, I'm Chief Exec at Respect, and I'm on the Advisory Council for IDA. So we provide a range of things. We've got the Respect phone line, which is both a phone line and web resources for anyone who is concerned about their own behaviour, worried that they're perpetrating domestic abuse, although they don't necessarily use that term straight away. So it's usually a first step for people when they're worried that they're causing harm and they want to do something about it. So that's our kind of front-facing service. But we do a lot of development work around how to respond to perpetrators. We've got the Drive project, which is a partnership with Safe Lives and Social Finance, which looks at the high harm, high risk cohort of perpetrators and has different ways of stopping them from causing further harm. We are really interested in behaviour change work. We think there are lots of opportunities for people who have caused harm in the past to stop and to change. Not everyone will change, but some will, and some just need to be given the right tools and the right messages. So that's a really important part of this work. Yeah, so if someone's looking for help, either because they're worried about their own behaviour or because they're worried about someone else's behaviour, then we've got the Respect phone line. It's funded by the government, and I haven't got the number right in front of me, unfortunately.
We'll put that on
I should have memorised it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a website which is respectphoneline.org.uk. There's loads of resources there, and obviously anyone can ring that if they're concerned about someone's behaviour. I mean, the key thing is they've got to want to change. You can't change anyone that doesn't want to change. And, if you think about any element of your life where you've tried to change something, if you've tried to stop smoking, give up drinking, lose weight, anything, all the things that we might try to change about ourselves, if you are not motivated to change, it won't happen. So you've got to be able to recognise that you're a problem, that your behaviour is a problem, and that you want to do something about it. That's the first step. But assuming that that's the case, then we've actually been doing this work for nearly 30 years, I think, in the UK. We kind of understand quite well what to do to help someone to change. And part of it's about giving them really clear messages about what is and isn't okay in relationships, having it really, really clear. Helping them to develop empathy and understand the impact of their behaviour. Really focusing in on things like economic abuse, sexual abuse, so that they can explore the different ways, because everyone's different in the way they abuse, the different things that they do that need to change and need to stop. So part of it is about having a programme that they fit into, and part of it is really working with them individually on their own particular issues. Behaviour change work should always be done with the safety of victims and survivors at the heart of the work. So there should always be, there should always be a service for the victims that can really help them understand what he's learning on the programme, what impact that has, help her to make positive decisions for herself, regardless of what's happening with him. So sometimes someone might go on a programme because they want to keep the relationship. They're actually using it as another tool, as a way of controlling her. So it's really important that she can understand that and make a decision regardless. Whether she can leave or stay is her decision. So I think some of the important things employers should consider if they think that they've got every employment will have perpetrators. That's the first thing to say. They are everywhere. So there is not going to be a workplace in the country that doesn't have perpetrators. So with that in mind, they should have policies in place for how to deal with those perpetrators. Those policies need to be known by everyone. They've got a real opportunity to be part of prevention work by letting everyone know what their expectations are, and that what people do at home can actually impact on their employment. They could be taken down a disciplinary route if they're found to be abusing at home. So that's really important, just that messaging, clear messaging from the employer. If they're dealing with an individual HR case, then what they need to bear in mind first and foremost is do no harm. It's the first principle of any work around perpetrators, is all your decision making should take into account, will what I do make things safer or will it raise the risk? And if you're not sure, take advice, don't do it on your own. Make sure there's more heads thinking about it than just yours.